Good morning and welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. This, I'm affirming, this is one of the best days in your life. Welcome to July, and we have some wonderful music today, and welcoming Reverend Cindy back from her stint away from us. Rory's playing with the band, so watch out. We're just going to get right into it. This is a song by Ricky Byers. Remember, she's coming this month. Yeah. So let's rock it.
The Spirit of God is upon us this morning. All right, that's going to go up on YouTube later this week. And I want everybody to work on learning it by heart because Ricky Byers is going to be in the house in 2 weeks. And let's be singing her song. All right. Happy almost Independence Day. My name is Linda Brewer. I'm so grateful for the freedom that we have to celebrate our spirituality any way we want to. Hallelujah. I am privileged to welcome all of you here in the room with us and all of you who are in our virtual community live streaming with us this morning. Our virtual community, we ask that you share with us your name and where you are so that you can connect with each other, and then we can go back and look and see where you are and connect with you in that very way. I also want to say a special thank you this morning to Pat Weiniger, who has been our online host since we started live streaming, and she has just done such a fabulous job of making people feel welcome who are part of our virtual community. We miss her being here with us in person, but thank you, Pat, for all that you do. All right, our practitioners serving in today's service are Selena Baugh, who will be sharing a reading and leading us in prayer, and our dear Katie Hernandez, who is over there holding high watch for us, knowing throughout the service that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. So today, as we say our purpose statement together, let's remember to nurture our own spiritual journey of discovery wherever we're doing that and however we're doing that. So let's say this together. We are an open, welcoming community, celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Thank you. Our theme for this month is Freedom to Be You. And Reverend Cindy's talk is called Freedom Is as Freedom Does. And I'm so incredibly happy that one of our very favorites, Will Baxter, is back in the house. He always is a treat for us, so he is here rocking in the house this morning. So I heard it was a little bit warm in here last week. We have worked on that. You can let us know if we haven't worked on it enough. But we do have fans in the backs of the chairs, so if you need a fan, grab one and just make your own air conditioning. So anyway, all right. This is the first Sunday, and on the odd weeks this summer, our youth leaders are taking a break, a well-deserved break. So the kids will be with them on the even weeks, second and fourth, so they'll be back there. So hi, Piper, we're glad to have you with us this morning. So just know that that's what's happening this summer. And we are adding to our youth ministry team, so if any of you feel called to serve in that way, just one Sunday a month or something to help our kids learn these amazing principles that serve us so well, and how wonderful to learn them at that age instead of, I was old. And first Sunday means it's also visioning week. So after the service downstairs, we will have visioning with the Rev. So join her as we vision for the future of our center or whatever they're doing today. All right. Today is the very last day to bid on all of the amazing Food, Fun, and Friend events. And so Reverend Cindy is going to get up here and give us the latest news on how we can be sure not to miss out on the things we want to do.
So yes, it's the last day for bidding. And my heart is full when I look at those lists. They're mostly filled up, but you know what? It's not too late. If it's your first time to bid, you can still get in on it today. See Robert or Teresa after to get your bidder number. But what I wanted to say is, you'll notice on the list that your number might have gotten crossed out. And that means that there are bids that are higher than your bid amount. But you can go ahead and bid more. If you really want to attend that event, it's not too late. Today's the day. So once the auction closes today, you'll hear from us. You'll hear from us by next weekend. Probably during the week, the board will be getting together. We'll be sending out emails to let you know how much your bid amount is closing for and work with you on how you're going to take care of that financial responsibility. And that said, if you don't want to do a credit card and you haven't bid, then see us today, because we can take your financial offering in a check or text to give or Zelle or some other way, so you don't have to miss out, all right? The other thing I just wanted to say is that those of you that gave us these events, thank you. Thank you, all of you. Yes. You will also receive an email from us letting you know who your attendees are so you can communicate with them directly. One last thing, etiquette, auction etiquette. Imagine cleaning the house, chopping the food, setting the table, and only 1 or 2 people show up when it was supposed to be a dinner for 6. Make sure, if you can't attend, that you gift this event to someone else or give it to a family member, or at least let your host know that you're not able to make it. I know that life changes. Sometimes we made these arrangements. The events are from July all the way through the end of the year, and if something came up, no worries. Just make sure that someone gets to benefit from your gifting to the center, and they get to enjoy the event. So that's all I have to say. Make sure that you look at those clipboards today after service, because this is the last day. Thank you.
It's not all I have to say. Sorry. Wait, there's more. So if you are here today for the very first time in person and you are willing to let us know that, we would love for you to raise your hand or stand up so that we can welcome you and see who you are. Anybody back here? Back here? All right, thank you. Thank you for being with us. We are so excited to have you here. If you haven't already done so, we have new visitor packets at the hospitality table. They have some information about us and a gift of a copy of the Science of Mind magazine. And so we hope you'll pick that up. And we just affirm for all of you and for everyone here this morning that you will experience a blessing. And I know you will, because I know what's going on. All right. If you want to know more about us than we tell you today, for any of you, you can always do that on our website, where you can learn more in depth, because I don't say everything here, although it seems like I do. But the announcements are there. You can send in a prayer request. You can send an email to the office. You can watch previous services. You can donate. You can ask a question, register for classes, and lots more. And that's on our website, www.spirituallyfree.org. All right, if you want to attend Reverend Cindy's Energy Codes class, the evening class does begin this week, so you need to sign up today. We've had great response, and the daytime class starts next week, and there's more information out on the table. So as we have sort of hinted at, 2 weeks from today, we will be joined by the New Thought Queen of Song, Ricky Byers, her very self, and I'm glad we're singing some of her music this month. She is going to take this center to a whole new level. What is it she's saying? Cindy, do you remember? Okay, never mind. Don't mean to put you on the spot. You don't remember either. Okay. She's doing a 2-day music symposium on July 14th and 15th. Music is Ministry. If you know any musicians, please pick up a flyer, let them know about this, or refer them. It's on our website. Refer them there. And if you're not a musician, but you just want to be in the presence of Ricky Byers for 2 days and hear a whole bunch of great musicians, because they're all going to play together, you can still go to the workshop. And if not that, she's doing a concert right here in this very room on Friday night at 7 o'clock. I encourage you, if you want to go to that, get your tickets, because I am sure it will sell out. So we'd like our folks to have first crack at that, but the word's going out into the world. So please get your tickets as soon as possible. All right. So as I always do, I remind you our center was founded in and we are grounded in prayer. Our professional prayer practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are so ready to pray with or for you. They will be available in the room next door for prayer after the service if you'd like an in-person prayer. We have a prayer box on the hospitality table, and you can submit a prayer request on the website. And if you do a prayer request, all of the practitioners will hold you in prayer this week. So right now I invite you to settle in, allow the beautiful centering music to connect you with that space after Selena's reading, and then she will lead us in prayer.
Good morning. Today's reading is adapted from Michael Singer's The Untethered Soul and from Ernest Holmes' Science of Mind. They both remind us in different ways of the freedom we have at every moment to either create our experience or at the very least to choose how we will respond to what is happening around us. As our talk title tells us, freedom is as freedom does. The divine provides us with the freedom to be real individuals, which means we can use our creative thought in any way we choose. We can sit in the shade or move into the sunshine. While sitting in the shade, we may not really believe sunshine exists, but the sun still shines even when we choose to sit in the shade. In the same way, we may feel we are in bondage, but in reality, freedom still exists. To attain true freedom, you must be able to objectively watch your problems instead of being lost in them. Only you can take inner freedom away from yourself or give it to yourself. No one else has that power. Everything will be okay as soon as you are okay with everything. Let us pray.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I can do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, but God's so much more than the earth and the stars and all of creation. God is creator, all in all, leading us to shine its light as you
this day for the freedoms I have to choose, the freedom I have to be and move with openness, wholeheartedness, the freedom to move and be in this world as I choose. And knowing this truth for myself, I know that that one presence and power that moves in and through each of us this day and always, expressing as divine red action, absolute love, joy, intelligence, peace, and freedom. That each of us embody that. So I know that we are blessed this day with the things that we will hear and see and experience. Our beautiful message and music, just being with each other, sharing in community, and taking that which we receive out into our day this day and sharing it. So it's with much love and complete openness that I release this word. It's spoken, therefore it's done. As together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Selena. Freedom to be ourselves. It's wonderful to pay attention and recognize the ways in which we experience freedom. And a lot of that comes out of our experience. Maybe not so blissful experience. But as we come out of those experiences, we know that we have even just a little bit more freedom to express, to feel free in this world. And there's always more. I invite you to sing along. This is called All That I Need to Be Free.
I'm a vagabond on a well-worn path of trials and tribulations. I've been blind to everything except what's wrong. I was caught between some
See how good is today, huh? And now the cherry on top. Our special music today, Mr. Will Baxter.
Let's give it up for this band right here. How about that? Yes. I was playing this song the other day, and this young person came up, and the song has changed the world. And she comes up and she says, "How do you change the world?" And for once, I felt like I had an okay answer. And I told her, "You change yourself." So this has changed the world. Hope you like it. If you know it, sing along.
If I could reach the stars, pour one down for you, shine it in my heart, so you could see the truth. If this love I have inside is everything it seems, but for now I find it's only in my dream that I could change the world.
That's right.
I could beat the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. If I could be a king, even for the day, I'll take you as my queen. I'd have it no other way. And our love will rule in this kingdom we have made. Till then I'll be a fool, wishing for the day that I can change the world. And I could beat the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world.
Let's change it.
That I can change the world. And I could beat the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world, baby, if I could change the world. Oh, we can change the world.
Want to change it? Let's do it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. Thank you so much. I love that song. I love that you come here so often and share your gifts with us. And our band, oh my gosh. Let's give everybody some love. And Rick, your song is perfect for this month. Thank you for sharing that with us. Welcome, everybody. It feels like I was away for a long time, but it wasn't really that long. But it feels great to be back. Happy July, and happy 4th of July that's coming up. And our monthly theme of the freedom to be you. And of course, my title, Freedom is as Freedom Does. You'll hear more about that. The Buddha said, no one outside ourselves can rule us inwardly. When we know this, we become free. I woke up this morning with freedom on my mind. And I wanted to talk about a basic definition of freedom and then dig into it a little deeper. A basic definition is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants to without hindrance or restraint. Well, here's the fun thing. When I sit and I work on a talk, I do all kinds of research. And I bumped into a book called The Rock Warrior's Way. It's about mountain climbing. Don't fear, that's not on my bucket list. I'm not going mountain climbing anytime soon. But the wisdom in this book was profound. Because there's a lot of people that do want to mountain climb, but they don't feel free to do so because of fear, because of society, saying, what are you doing? So this gentleman wrote this book. His name is Arno Inger. And he talked about different freedoms that I want to dig into. One of them is freedom from. And there's 3 of them. Freedom from, freedom to, and freedom to be. So freedom from those constant restraints that we hear in society. You know, those things that we hear, what we should be doing. You know, our parents, our grandparents, our lineage. You know, I have friends that their parents said they should be a doctor or a lawyer, but that wasn't their passion. These things come handed down whether we want them or not, right? From everything that we hear, from media, from our family, from teachers, from the world. They influence us as we grow up. And sometimes they stay with us for a lifetime. So that's freedom from. Freedom to is freedom to do what we want to do. I have to acknowledge something here. We are very blessed in this country. We do have freedom to do what we want to do. I think about those women that live in places like Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Pakistan, Iraq. You get the picture. We happen to have been born here in the United States where we have freedom to do what we want to do. And I also acknowledge that within some families that have very constrictive upbringing, that it might not feel that you have freedom to do what you want to do. I'm sure there's many people in this room that grew up that way. So I don't want to ignore that. It's not how I grew up, and I'm very grateful for that. When I announced that I wanted to be an artist, that's what I really wanted when I was that big, my family was behind me all the way. I know that's not the case for many people, but freedom too. The last freedom is freedom to be. Not just to do what we want to do, but to be who we are meant to be. You see, we must be ourselves to free ourselves. I'll say that again. You have to be yourself to free yourself. And before I dig into each one of these ways of being free, I want to talk about the opposite just for a moment. I believe the opposite of freedom is bondage. Not physical bondage per se. Bondage of constricted consciousness. See, when we have this constricted consciousness, we enslave ourselves. We tell ourselves we're too old, we're too fat, we're too thin, we're too poor. Whatever it is that you tell yourself. That is your own bondage, my friends. When we do that, it doesn't allow us to be living on purpose, to be here as the great I am that I am. And for me, that is the most important thing on my journey. That I show up, that I listen to my passions and take steps towards all that I'm here to do, to be. We don't always even recognize how we enslave ourselves. But I'll give you a hint. We're so used to it. We're so used to the self-talk of telling ourselves the excuses of why we can't be who we're here to be, that it's uncomfortable, and we're so uncomfortable that it's what we know. And we stay in that place because we know what it is and how it feels, rather than getting out of our comfort zone and being who we're here meant to be. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah? I can tell you in my life, let's see, I've had many jobs, many relationships, and each one ended by me having what I call this divine discontent. Even if it was a job that let me go, that said, no, we're laying you off, I was already discontent. The universe heard that and took care of it, much to my chagrin, right? But what I do as a human, what I do as a spiritual being living this human existence, is I allow my comfort of knowing what's next. Even when you're going to a job and you know, oh, I know what's coming today. There's a meeting, there's this client, there's that thing, and you're not looking forward to it. I would rather know what I'm getting, even with what I'm getting is not serving my highest good. And I've had to go through many experiences like this to get away and released from that and realize that I am not just not serving myself and my soul and humanity. I'm not serving those people that give me a paycheck. If I can't bring my soul, my passion to what I do, then I'm not serving anybody. So, I always want to be creating a new normal. If normal for you is sleeping through 3 alarms, if normal for you is not being excited to wake up in the day, then I'm here to tell you, create a new normal. A day in which the alarm goes off and you pop out of bed, or maybe you even get out of bed before the alarm goes off because you're excited. Because what you're doing in this day serves you. You love what you do and you do what you love. That's one of my mantras. I even have a shirt with it. Love what you do and do what you love. You know, when I was in art school, when I was 19 years old in San Francisco, I went into that school, and that is what I believed wholeheartedly. And something happened. It's kind of crazy that this happened. I had teachers that told me, Cindy, unless you're willing to be a starving artist, then this is not what you want. I'm like, what? Wait, the school is costing a lot of money. You don't want me to be an artist? The truth is, I really went into this program with these high ideals. And by the time I was done with that school, I felt like I was defeated. I'm not sad about it now because I know it's these kind of experiences that made me who I am today and the reason why I'm here in front of you. So, what are you used to? What have you, even though it doesn't feel good, you wake up on a daily basis and you just know that thing I have to do doesn't feel good, but that's what I'm doing. Just identify one thing in this moment. Again, I call it divine discontent. I'm not saying this to beat yourself up. I'm saying this for your awareness. Because through our awareness, our consciousness, all things can change. Ernest Holmes said, life is not just something to be endured. It is to be lived in joy and fullness without limit. So back to those freedoms. Freedom from. Freedom from is to go beyond what others have decided for us and listen to our intuition. Listen to that inner knowing. That's freedom from. See, our essential self. I know my essential self knows exactly what's mine to do 100% of the time. I just have to take a second and check in sometimes. I ran across a little Facebook post that I did in 2018, and it was one of those things where you answer questions, people can get to know you more. And one of the questions from 2018 said, "What is your dream job?" and I wrote ministry 100% of the time. It's cool when those things show up and I say, oh, that's right. This is what I've been stepping toward my whole life. So, that inner knowing, your higher self, we can remove the bondage by following our passions. For doing what we're called here to do. Next, freedom 2. The more I step into what I want to do with joy and abundance and energy, that is what that vibrational field, that texture, that's what creates more of it. Right? I have freedom to do all kinds of things that aren't really for me. Like rock climbing, not so much. But zip lining, that's fun. So freedom to do what you want to do. But again, from that heartfelt place, from that essential self, from that intuitive self that knows what it wants. Again, do what you love and love what you do. And finally, freedom to be. Again, we must be ourselves to free ourselves. When I know that I'm in the flow with what is mine to do, it doesn't matter if I hit unexpected experiences or challenges. Because sometimes those unexpected things turn out to be the most profound differences in my life. I always find a way to find my unexpected happy. How about that unexpected happy? Most times we think about unexpected things as being, oh, what a drag. No. How about unexpected happy? Something unexpected happened and it's perfect. So making mistakes and having imperfections in my life have caused me to live an authentic life. Nothing is going to be quote unquote perfect. Find your joy in those imperfections. So, freedom is as freedom does. I have some 6 points to help you with that. First one, listen to your intuition. Be open to what comes your way. It's for a reason. Second, step outside your comfort zone. Learn, stretch, and expand. You cannot find something new if you're always in the same place. I did a retreat one time and they encouraged us to take our shoes off and walk on these little pebbles. And I'm one of those people that I'll take my shoes off at the beach and walk in the nice soft sand. But if it's like pebbly or rocky, that's not really what I enjoy. But I did it this time because I realized my comfort zone is shoes on. Took my shoes off. I walked around this whole lake. And I had profound moments where, I did step on something that felt a little sharp, and I stopped for a second, and I looked over and I saw this beautiful bird that I've never seen before. So sometimes when you hit a jagged rock, it causes you to stop and notice and be aware of something that you weren't aware of before. Get out of your comfort zone. Third, stay balanced in mind, body, and soul through what we teach here. Meditation, prayer, study, being in community, being around people that know the magnificence of who you are. That helps you stay in balance. It helps me stay in balance. Fourth, have fun. Have fun and enjoy the ride. Even if it does get bumpy or it goes in circles or it goes up and down and all around. Enjoy the ride. Fifth, expect and welcome the unexpected with joy and happiness. Find your unexpected happy. And the sixth one, make lots of mistakes and learn from them. Gandhi said, freedom is not worth having if it does not include freedom to make mistakes. I believe this. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life. I'm sure there's more to come. But I welcome them because I have freedom to make mistakes. And I get to learn from them. I get to honor them. So the last thing I wanted to impart you with is the wisdom again from Michael Singer. There's nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. Only you can take inner freedom away from yourself or give it to yourself. Nobody else can. Let's pray. Just taking in a nice deep breath. So grateful. I woke up this morning with freedom on my mind. And I am grateful that I live in this country. With all its imperfections, it's the only place that I'd want to be. I am grateful for the mystics, gurus, teachers that have come before and imparted their knowledge in books, in videos, in downloads, so generously, fully, completely. Grateful for Ernest Holmes, Michael Singer, Mahatma Gandhi, all these amazing mystics that have come before, imparted their wisdom in ways that we get to be free. And as I'm grateful for this freedom, I'm also grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence, one love. Whether you call it God or Buddha, Allah, Hashem, the way, divine mind, the matrix, Lord, creator, oneness, love, energy, light. So many ways, so many names, so many faces, and yet one divine spark that is in everything, everywhere. It's in the musical notes, it's in the trees and that bright sunshine. It's in every bloom and blossom and animal and sentient being. It's just simply everywhere. There's no place that it is not. And because I know that truth, I claim and know that it is me, through my words, through my life, through my passions, through everything that I do and say. And I know the same truth for each and every beautiful soul within earshot of this prayer, whether it's in the house or online or at a later time listening to the recording, that you are the I am that I am. You are that divine matrix, love, light, experiencing itself through your life, through your experiences, through everything that you do and say and touch and think. There's no way to be separate from this oneness. Oneness, oneness, oneness. Because I claim and know this oneness for all people everywhere. I claim and know that our lives are being guided, directed by this power presence through our lives, through all our talents and gifts, through all the things that we want to do and accomplish and be. So for those of you in this room that are healing mentally, physically, spiritually, on any level from whatever has happened in the past, I claim and know that healing is happening now, in this moment. No waiting in God's time. There's nothing here but the now moment. And in the now moment, you are healed and you are whole and you are complete. Your soul needs not anything to be fully present to this truth. And for those in this room that are looking for abundance in any way, whether it's financially, whether it's love, whether it's wholeness, I claim and know that the universe has already said, yes, my beloved, yes. Anything that you need is yours. All resources are met. As you are sitting here with open hearts, you can recognize this truth. All needs met. And over spilling, your cup is running over with everything that you need, so much so that you can give from this overflow. You can give of your love, of your time, of your talents, of your finances. This is what I know. And I want to make space and time for you to add your name or your beloved's name or your family member's name that is in need of a prayer today. So start by saying your name and then just throw their names into this prayer vortex that we have created. Cindy, Mike, Ross, Brad, Deborah, Marilyn, Madeline, Karen. Yes. Keep saying those names if there's more names, because the truth is, this is a powerful place to insert whatever request you have. There's an opening here. I feel it. I know it. We are it right here and right now. There's nothing lacking, nothing needed. Everything is here for us. And because I know this is so, I am thankful for answered prayer in this moment. I am thankful and grateful for the request. I am thankful and grateful for the answer being yes. Yes, yes, yes. So much so we might not even recognize it because it's so much bigger and brighter than we even requested. So I surrender this time in prayer, this time in consciousness into the law, knowing that it only works 100% of the time. It allows us on that human level to take our hands off the wheel and let God do what God does. And God always loves and says, yes, my beloved, this and so much more. So as we release this prayer, I ask you to say with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. So, as we are singing, I am so blessed, the ushers are going to be coming forward, and they'll be moving from the front to the back of the room. And now's that time where we get to practice one of our practices, and that is giving from that overflow. If your overflow is 50 cents, awesome. If it's $5, great. If it's $50, wonderful. Whatever it is, this is the time. This is the time to give from that place. Because I'm telling you guys, we can't be in this beautiful place and have these beautiful musicians unless we have the abundance flowing. So it's because of all of your gifts that we're here. It's because all of your gifts we have this beautiful space to call home. So thank you for giving from the overflow. Thank you. For those of you that don't give on a Sunday because it comes out automatically, I thank you too. For our online people, thank you. You can use text to give. You can send in a check, old school. We appreciate it all. So we're going to go ahead and bless these gifts. And I've always asked that you outstretch your heart through your hands toward these baskets and say, I am so blessed. We are so blessed. With gratitude and humility. The gifts that I have, I share full-heartedly, unconditionally, happily, and joyfully, knowing that it comes back, multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Nancy.
How about some more Will Baxter, huh?
You know, we had so much fun last time playing a little Creedence. That was fun. This isn't completely on message, but it's got the good line. I remember the 4th of July running through my backwood bear. You guys want to try that one? Let's do it. All right. Sing along, yo.
you like he done to me. 'Cause he'll get you now. Yeah, he'll get you. And I can remember the 4th of July. Yeah, I can remember the 4th of July. Running my backwood bell. I can still hear my hound dog howl, chasing down a hoodoo there. Chasing down a hoodoo there. It's like this. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou. I wish I was back on the bayou, rolling with some Cajun queen. I wish I was a fast freight train moving on this June and on the New Orleans. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. On a bayou. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. I can remember the 4th of July. I can still remember the 4th of July. Hold on a bayou, hold on a bayou, hold on a bayou, Lord, Lord, Lord. Happy 4th of July, everybody, all right. Thank you so much. How about this band right here? Come on. Yeah. Thank you.
We got to play with Bill Baxter. How about that?
Okay, we're inviting
Thank
Will
you.
to
Thank you.
stay with us for the last song. Is that okay? Yeah, let's have him play with
How
us.
blessed are we? Thank you, Reverend Cindy. Wonderful message, as usual. Freedom is as freedom does. Implies activity, actively thinking and then doing, being brave, step out, release those constricting thoughts, and then do what's authentically yours to do. Awesome message. Remember, we have practitioners available after the service right across the hall. Remember, today is Visioning Day for our community. That's downstairs in the youth room right after service. Hope you have a blessed week. Let's stand together and sing our closing song.